Welcome back. In this installment of Joe Tractors, I'm under the porch right now for this little bit of the video, and I have filled in too much dirt, so I'm removing some of the dirt so that I can put gravel and it's not going to be too high. In the very first video of this house series, there was a corner post that we put in, dug down 42 inches, put a pad, and then a piling. And right in here there was that drain pipe, the same drain pipe that's under the steps in the back porch that I showed us just putting in. And it comes along here. So we made sure that that was intact after we did our work, put our stones back in. So it comes along here. And then right here's the water line, and right here's the sewer line, and right here's the grinder pump, which is all in line with where that pipe was, and it broke, and we just ripped it out and didn't care about replacing it at the time. So now it's time to replace it.
right in there. You've already ripped part of it out.
Ripped it out?
Part of it.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll connect from there and I'll just dig a trench. Okay. We'll go from there.
And it's running that way.
All right. How's the grade on that look?
Good.
I guess if we just keep it one bucket below the surface, that'll be a good grade.
Yep.
It's already sloped enough here.
And look where that other pipe's coming out so you can see where to join up. You can see the trench where it was dug.
Yeah, I can see the trench, so I'll start going up about here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like it there.
Yep, that's it. Don't pull there.
Do that by hand and cut it off fresh.
Right. Yeah, I think that'll work.
So I'm going to hand dig around that a little bit so that we don't tear anything up. We'll get a clean cut and join our pipe back on there. So the pipe did run like approximately right through there, and we had the trench for the sewer line was right there, so they completely dug up the pipe for that, and I cut through it when I was doing the water line. So it was no good. It was probably crushed and whatnot, so we're just gonna lay a new pipe here from that point there and get you some perspective in the trench down to there. And I'm not concerned about hitting anything buried here because I'm only going one bucket deep. And all the lines and pipes and whatever here are at least 3 buckets deep, so it's like at least 40 inches, and this is only like 18 inches. So I'm really not concerned about hitting any other lines, and I think the water line here it's really deep. So, yeah. They used the perforated stuff. And there's all sorts of trees and roots around that pipe that's already there. I'm thinking we should probably dig up the last 20 feet and replace it with solid.
That'd be a good idea. Actually, I would go solid from here out because you're just getting it away from the foundation.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get solid then. This spot sort of looks like it's going downhill or uphill, but really if I put it over there and push it down, it's good. So. Excavator reach right in and lift it right out.
Well, I'll bring the excavator up sometime.
Yeah, it's gonna need to be up here anyways to finish some stuff. All right. Well, it's just barely starting to sprinkle now. We have good floodlights off the back of our porch to watch the dogs when they go out at night or in the early morning. And we did quite a bit of work back here after taking care of that drainage ditch. Like removing all of the dirt around this tree that was left because there was a wasp nest in it. But that's gone. Well, okay, you guys saw the little trees up there that I took out. And back here, this whole area was kind of lumpy and whatnot, so I smoothed it out a lot. And now it should be good to mow if grass ever grows back here. But it should, because we plan on taking out that tree, and that tree. And that should admit plenty of light back here for grass. Over here by the culvert. Sorry, you guys can't see much because it's so dark. Put a rock at the head of it, filled in probably another 6 inches, plus going over another foot or two on both ends. And you can see the end of the culvert pipe there. It's got a little bit of dirt in front of it. I just need to pull that away by hand. But we've filled in around that too. So it gives us a really nice wide stretch. I could easily drive a full-size vehicle up here. And then this remaining pile of dirt and this square cut here is for our hot tub. You guys can't really see that because you don't have 3D view, but back in that corner it's maybe a foot deep, and down here it's level, I mean at grade, so we dug that out to level so we can put our hot tub there. I'm going to be putting in a bed of gravel and I think some railroad ties to keep the dirt back, and then railroad ties on the front sides to keep the gravel in. So that concludes that. I might still have to fill in this little bit here with the tractor and clean up some of these rough spots with the tractor. But that's it. I think I'm done, at least for this year. I'm sure next year I'll have some other little finishing touch-up things to do. And you guys saw me doing down here this grading, and I won't be driving the excavator back under there, so I'm not going to be making more ruts because it's still kind of soft ground. I have to fill in those 2 ruts there and maybe check the drainage again like the last time I checked the drainage. I'll just have to dig out some spots that fell down. Like we were digging out, oh, that's another thing we did. I had piled up a bunch of dirt here from down below, and we dug that out of there and spread it around. So now there's less slope and less of a ledge to slide in. So that's another episode of Joe Tractors, as I'm calling it. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you around.